You've found Sprouting 11 Synchronicity. Welcome. Synchronicity, basically, is a process of energy coordination between the unity state, i.e. quantum interdimensionality, and linearity, bringing the energy into time. Apparently, the mechanism set up to bridge these energies are orchestrated through the DNA/RNA mechanisms and include not only vertical and horizontal energy architectures, but all context in which one is focused. One's consciousness at any specific time and place. For me, at this specific time, I'm fascinated by the integrating the different levels of density and their energy architecture through. In other words, connecting different levels of thinking, feeling, and doing at different levels of identification with soul spirals is totally fascinating. Of course, because I have to do it by feel and movement, I don't see this, but I can sense using my sensing. In esoteric literature, this corresponds to the staff function. I'm not experienced enough horizontally to confirm or deny if these same techniques will work as well with those integrating the rod function of past, present, and future. Because humans have so many potentials, they often manifest timeless relationships in a context that is not ready to entertain or appreciate these relationships. In my physical body, the soul form of a spiral enters my awareness at a diagonal movement and can be used to help bridge timings. One simple method of consciously coordinating the energy of a particular task with linear outer time is via a hand spiral. If one takes their hand and moves it in a circular motion, forming a spiral, so I'm having to think, but basically if you just take your hand and move it in a spiral going down, they probably have what it takes to work this particular model. As per the first chapter, they will have to integrate the spiral movement of the hand with an awareness of energy resistance in the hand movement. If one holds a task in their imagination and starts a spiral movement, the soul can feedback whether it is the right time to pursue that particular task. So you're sensing for resistance. In other words, if your hand doesn't move, you hold the task in mind, it's not time to go. But if it is time to go, then you can get the spiral to move and so on. If you are planning your day schedule and you attempt to do a spiral with your hand as you imagine a particular event, you can feel if it will be soul supported. That doesn't mean you can't go ahead and do it, whether it's soul supported or not, but because it's planet of free choice again. But it's a way for you to get feedback from the soul consciously through resistance using your body. As you are reading this video book, imagine taking a coffee break at the same time. Now, we're just practicing. So I'm going to hold in my imagination taking a coffee break and my spiral doesn't move. There's resistance. Now you have to, Does your hand, though it might be time for you to take a break, so does your hand move easily in that motion, or does it meet with resistance? On this planet of free choice, you can still take the coffee break, whether it is soul supported or not at this particular time. But if you are going for a life of ease and grace, you might want to listen to the quantum feedback. If you are using a clockwise spiral top down, it's important to use the same direction of spiral from the bottom up. Reversals are another topic, and bottom-up spirals that meet with resistance may be good ideas that are not properly grounded. So if your spiral goes down, oh gee, I'm going to go take a coffee break, goes down, and then you start to come up and it doesn't, your cells are sensing that the groundedness of the coffee break is maybe nobody's going to be in the coffee room, or you need to coordinate some things during your break, and that won't work, whatever. Interpretations will vary, but it's a starting point as to if it's a good time to initiate a particular action with body-soul feedback, top down and bottom up. And if you're doing a counterclockwise spiral down, then it should be counterclockwise back up, a continuous spiral. Reversals are problematic. Sometimes when a particular center on the outer needs shoring up, it can be done from a soul spiral perspective. Soul spirals from the top down are typically organized as follows.